okay? Is he okay? Okay, let's go. De novo? Vale. Crouch. Bind. Set. Clear release.
Welcome back to the
Leave it.
Sevens World Rugby Challenger Series here in Montevideo, where we are now into the 13th place semi-final between Mexico and Brazil. Brazil, of course, defending in their famous yellow and green. Mexico here rampaging forward towards the line. They're black and white. And this South American derby, if you want to bill it as that. Apologies for the slight delay in commentary starting as Mexico dot down and have the early advantage.
Okay.
Celebration to match. I'd be lying if I said I could tell you what that's all about, but what is for certain is Mexico have gone 5-0 up here. Neat move creating the space out wide. And then eventually Angel Lopez touchdown for 5-0. As I did mention, apologies for the slight delay in commentary restarting. A few technical gremlins in our systems, but all sorted now. Back onto the rugby, of course. I'm Michael McCann, and having just commentated on a very exciting pair of the last two quarterfinals, where Uruguay beat Tonga and Hong Kong beat Italy. I'll be with you for these two 13th place semi-final matches, and then the two 9th place semi-final matches before my commentary colleagues will carry you on through the rest of this exciting second day of action here in Uruguay.
Play on.
Uruguay have got the restart. Pardon me, Mexico. Not sure where I got Uruguay from.
Backwards.
And Mexico will surely have a second try here. Yes, they do. Franco Guerrero makes it 10-0, and they should get the extras to go 12-0 up. A very fast start here from Mexico. And Brazil have got work to do, and they've got to do it quickly. Mexico 12-0 up now. There is a long way back for Brazil. It's the 13th place semi-finals. That sounds a bit odd. Basically, when you've got a sevens tournament with 16 teams and you've got to rank them all from 1 to 16, as well as having your main competition, which we've just had the 4 quarterfinals for. It's a series of other competitions to rank all of the teams.
Advantage.
Taking advantage. Knocked on by Brazil, who are having a nightmare of a first half here. Teixeira just knocked on.
Crouch. Sit.
Now Mexico looking for a third try, going all the way around the outside, putting the afterburners on and going over. What a fine half of rugby. An exhibition in sevens. And the hooter goes with Mexico having a conversion for 19-0. It's exceptional stuff from them. Brazil have had absolutely no answer. Well, the conversion's wide, but that takes nothing away from a very fine spell of rugby. So there we go. Mexico 17-0 up at the break. It is emphatic. Tries from Angel Lopez and Franco Guerrero. Then a third try on the stroke of half-time. Means that's where we stand. These teams fight to finish in 13th. Remember that both of these teams, two of the three sides who were invited in to join the fun of this, the brand new Challenger Series. Colombia, the other side, who were invited. In fact, I beg your pardon, Brazil qualified through the Sudamericana Olympic qualifiers back on the 30th of June. Mexico, as well as Colombia and Paraguay, have been invited to join the World Rugby Challenger Series. Last weekend, Brazil, pretty disappointing by their own admission, finishing 15th and getting just 2 points towards the standings. Mexico finished bottom 16th, getting just the consolation point. Mexico is showing what they're made of here. Head coach Simon Pierre handing out instructions. Vitor Voselevo, our referee, mentioned it earlier, it is absolutely brutal to referee rugby sevens. You can't even put it into words. When you think that the referee has got to be near the breakdown, near the ball at all times in a frantic match like this, still played on a pitch, of course, the exact same size as the 15-man game, and there's space all over the place. So Mexico attacking from right to left now, and they're black and red, Brazil of course in the yellow and green. Be desperate for a second half like the first. Certainly got good territory from the kick-off, but Brazil have the ball. To try and pin them in the in-goal area, maybe. You really don't see that very often in sevens, pretty much ever.
Yeah, counteract is good.
Brazil need a scrum half. They haven't got one. They needed someone at the base of that ruck, Brazil, when there was nobody there. Mexico counter-rucked brilliantly, and now we're establishing just how we're going to restart play here.
22 drop out.
Look at that. Brazil needed someone at the back. They didn't have anybody. Brazil go deep on the drop out. Does concede possession. Good purposeful carry from Angel Lopez.
Advantage.
That's a knock on. Clear as day.
Knock on.
Clear as the South American sun that is beating down here. It is late afternoon now. Gone 3 o'clock local time, but
Time off.
still plenty hot and humid.
Number 3 black.
Thirsty work, no doubt.
Number 3 sub.
Sergio De Mello substitute. You might have heard him saying there
Number 6
already.
Six
Couldn't
sub.
believe it that he was being taken off, but he is. Change for Brazil as well.
All good.
Both teams have a squad of 12. 7, of course, start. And then 3 of the 5 substitutes on the bench can actually come on.
Fine. Sit.
It's the first real chance Brazil have had to attack Mexico in the whole match. They've been on the back foot so much.
Hold in. It's a mark. Yeah.
Open to holding. Referee Vitor Voselevo's just bringing us back for a second.
Hold in.
Mexico, of course, very much improving on last week, where
Yeah.
won once and lost 4 games. Did beat Brazil last week, it's worth noting, 19-10, the Mexicans. That was their only win in Vina del Mar in Chile.
11 gold. 11. Yeah. What do you mean?
Meanwhile, Brazil
11.
last week lost all 5 games that they played in.
Play. No, play. Ball is out, play. Ball is
They've
out.
had a slightly better second half than the first, Brazil, in terms of the fact that, well, they haven't scored a point, they've at least managed to stop Mexico. And it looks like it will be 2 wins in 2 weeks. Mexico against their South American counterparts. Promising signs for the future of rugby, sevens rugby, and matches like this that are exactly what this competition is all about.
High.
Mexico get the penalty.
High tackle.
Chance to build towards more points. Does seem increasingly certain that they will be going into the 13th placed final,
Go.
which would guarantee that they'll have improved on last week when they finished 16th of all 16 teams, picking up just the 1 point. Joe DeMello with the tackle there.
Time off. Yeah, time off, yeah.
Tavita Vosivelu directing traffic out there.
Wait, just open up. Open up. Right. Time back on. Time off. Blood bin. Okay, blood bin. Sub.
Got a blood issue here, it appears. It's fantastic to have Tavita Vosivelu on the ref mic as well.
Wait.
So we can hear what's going on out there. Franco Guerrero,
Yeah, wait.
who's already scored a try today.
Time back on.
To add to his growing collection.
Yeah.
Comes back on. Now set wide. It's time to try and stand his man up to show Falcon. Create the space. Now they can work it through the hands. And then look at the pace there. Trying to hammer over in the corner. Now if they can recycle this quickly.
Advantage.
Oh, that is good flying defence, but we're playing advantage.
Number
Maybe 2 flying that
5
defence.
offside. Thanks.
Yeah, caught offside. Mario Rodriguez.
Play.
Bit of a messy tapped penalty. If they go wide, there's a score for them in this corner. There certainly will be. 4th try for Mexico.
Right.
It's the captain now, Eric Castillo.
Yeah, let him in.
And it is steadily becoming something of a rout.
Number what? Okay. Yeah. Black 7.
Well, last week they won 19-10
Time off.
against Brazil, but this is proving to be even more comprehensive for Mexico, far more comprehensive. 22-0 up, and still time to inflict yet more
Black,
pain.
are they all okay?
Eric Castillo scored a try in Vina del
let's
Mar
go,
last week. Just the one, he doesn't get many. He's the captain in the forward. Really the flashy lads at the backs that are doing that. That's a great restart. Perfect. Just past the 10-metre line, which is, of course, the minimum distance. Good defensive hustle from David Muir to try and force Mexico into touch. He couldn't manage it, though. Now Ricardo Ankara takes contact.
Advantage.
Rodriguez.
Advantage over.
Used and, one might argue, slightly wasted that penalty advantage, Brazil. Can Brazil get themselves a try at the very least? Almost running into touch there, Muller. Just about doesn't. Now finally they'll show. Oh no. Well, you have to feel for them. They've lost 9 consecutive matches in this brand new World Rugby Challenger Series. And now they just wanted to get themselves at least a try. And they couldn't manage that.
Did you see anything? Just collision?
Mexico's number 10, Diego Ramirez, is down. Free to Vito Vosivelo asking if he saw anything. Well, seems to just have been an attempt at a tackle, unless there's anything else there. And Brazil, after working that move so beautifully, knocked the ball on. Lost 41-5 against Hong Kong, 19-12 against Uganda, and 38-10 against Mexico in Pool B yesterday. And then in their 9th place quarter-final match, lost 21-15 to Zimbabwe. And it looks like it will be 10 defeats from 10 in this brand new World Rugby Challenger Series for them. They are, I make it, of the 16 teams now, the only side yet to manage to win. And it should be said as well that this is a huge development opportunity for the likes of Brazil. New competition designed to boost sevens growth across the globe and focus on the development of the next generation of seven stars through these emerging sevens nations. Heads off the back. It's a bit of a messy ending, but it wasn't a messy performance. It was ruthless from Mexico. They have dispatched